Welcome to the Radio LOA YouTube 10-minute mini show.
I'm Beth McCain.
I'm Lee McCain.
And I hope everybody's doing good out there.
Yeah.
You know, it's the weekend is coming, and these days, so it doesn't seem like everybody has weekends off, huh? Kind of mishmash, some middle week and things like that.
Weekends don't seem to have the thing that they once had.
Yeah, it's true.
Most
but
people...
you know what? In Oregon, they do.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like, you know, when Friday comes, the droves come out, don't they?
It's like in the Constitution of Oregon.
That's right.
Weekends must be adhered to in a sportsmanlike manner. Hook up your towboats and your RVs and skedaddle out of town.
That's right. It's very true, isn't it?
Oh, hey, if I'm sounding a little bit Brenda Vaccaro-y, it's because I've got my yearly summer cold.
You do, don't you?
Yeah.
But you're coming to the end of it.
I am.
It sounds like, anyway.
But I sound really radio, don't I, today?
Well, are you ready for some questions?
I don't know, are you?
I am.
Anything new going on? Do we need to share?
Well, what's new? We're excited about the retreat. Magazine is about ready to be proved.
Yada, yada, yada.
And I guess that's it. We're just having a good old time here and spreading some word.
Second verse, same as the first. All right. So you're going to ask me a question, or am I going to ask you one? Shall we flip a coin? Ding! Okay, you win. I'll ask you.
Okay.
Here we go. This one comes from Nicole in California.
Hi, Nicole.
Nicole writes, I have big issues with money. It seems no matter what I do, I have this repetitive pattern of having no money. I visualize, but I worry a lot about what will I do next month. Could you help me?
You know, each one of us has something that seems to be an obstacle to overcome in this life, but is it truly an obstacle, or is it just a pattern that we somehow can be learned from? You know, it's good that you have recognized you worry and have a repetitive pattern. A lot of people blame their life, skills, and others for their patterns instead of taking the initiative and begin to look deep within and change a habit of thought. Visualizing is an excellent form of changing a vibration within yourself because you're feeling and thinking in the now of the life you desire, and this emits out from you to the universe, and the universe will match what you are thinking and feeling. Finding the repetitive mental pattern and replacing it with a positive pattern is a great way to start to change your own patterns. You see, the subconscious mind picks up something that you repetitively do and begins to use that repetitive state of mind on its own. So if you have a recurring habit, the best thing you can do is to catch yourself in the habit and have a ready-made affirmation to replace what you consider a negative mental pattern. At first, it may feel silly and not believable, but the subconscious will eventually pick up that new thought pattern and begin repeating it instead of your old habit of worry about money. Even when you are in the worst of moments with money, shift your focus to the new affirmative pattern. Still deal with your current money as best as you can, but see that worry only brings you more of the worry. And the new habit of letting things go and trusting, along with visualizing what you really want, will come to fruition in the time it should. Tell yourself, I see the pattern, but I'm no longer putting anything toward it, and you will find life will become easier as you replace the old habit with the new habit, which will change your life.
And that's all well and good.
There you go.
But here's the thing. And I'm going to interject a little bit here.
Okie doke.
Because that all sounded all nice and packaged and, you know, just perfect, and it's all so easy, which, by the way, it is.
Well, you know.
Okay. But I'm sitting there and I'm looking at $1,500 worth of rent and bills, and I'm looking at a paycheck of $899.
It's true.
Okay. So, like I say, if I'm the person listening to what you just said, I'm going to go, well, it's all well and good for her, you know. Miss everything's fine. My life is blah, 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 and here we go with the negativity. The patterns, as you described.
Exactly.
So I'm going to add a little to this and maybe show Nicole how what you just said works in, quote-unquote, her real world.
Okay.
And that's this. So you change the patterns. You say, all right, I'm going to give it a try, and you really do your darndest, Nicole, to change these patterns. You know, and you start changing negative thoughts with good thoughts, and, you know, negative financial thoughts with good money thoughts. And, you know, again, you know, the person's going to say, well, it's all easy for you if just it's about thought. Well, it is, okay? But here's how it's going to manifest itself. So maybe 6 months ago you applied for a job that really would have gotten you out of your financial mess. I'm just giving you an example here, okay? And you didn't get it. Instead, you got, the low-pay job. So all of a sudden you decide one week, well, I'm going to pay attention to old Beth and Lee, and I'm going to start, doing these, good thoughts, these good financial thoughts. What happens is maybe after a week or 2 or 3 of this, and you really are truly starting to feel good and do this positivity, you get a call out of the blue. And it's that other job saying, we have another position available and we looked at your old application and we really wanted to hire you then, but we couldn't for company reasons. Would you take the job now? And by the way, it pays $2,500. Boom. That's how it changes. So that you can relate to some reality. That's how it changes. You're not going to wake up and, lightning bolt, drop a money bag on your noggin in bed one morning. Not that that can't happen. But what will likely happen are things that you, because of your positive thoughts, things that you put into motion will start to come to fruition.
Opportunities
Right.
will knock.
So it's motion into fruition. And the key of it is just changing the thoughts. Okay, that's it. Off the soapbox.
Okay.
Do I have a question?
You do.
All right, let's hear
It's
it.
from Rhoda, and she is from in Illinois.
From Rhoda? Love that name.
All right. How do you keep your positive attitude with everything that is going on in this world? Everywhere I go, someone is crying and worried. Everyone around me is having problems. It brings me down and makes me look at my own problems.
Wow, Rhoda. Well, when everyone around you seems to be having a hard time and it can be wearing on your own perceptions of life, and then soon you begin wondering, well, what if it happens to me? Then the worry cycle begins.
It's true.
You want to help everyone, but you have no clue how, and feel helpless as you begin to feel helpless. Then helpless situations begun to come, and here comes the helpless cycle.
Here comes the cycle.
Right. We're all about helping others in this world. Giving is part of the reason we're here in this physical world, but there's a line between worry and pity and compassion.
It's true.
If you're not able to help the people around you, the best thing that you can do is to help them through your thoughts. There we go about the thoughts again. Imagine sending them love and good thoughts. If they're ready for a change, then those thoughts will create better days for them. But if they're not ready, the love you send is still going to help them through their crisis. Do your best to find the positive in your own life and not compare your life to another in either a judgmental or worrisome way. Work on your life and your perceptions of what you want your life to be, and you're going to change your life for the positive, which in turn will help others of like mind with theirs through the same vibrations that come back to you through the law of attraction. There's that beautiful circle, We don't ignore others' problems, but we put positive thought toward what they may be going through, and if we can possibly help, we will. But if not, we continue on our own journey and give positive thoughts to others who may be creating a hard life, and they might not even know they are.
Exactly.
Maybe one day they'll realize how they can intentionally create and learn from their experiences. But for now, Rhoda, you live your life as joyous as you can and pass on the positive thoughts and the good energy.
Well, there's this thing that people think that if you worry about someone that you're loving them, when in fact you're not. You're not loving them by worrying about something. By worrying, you are putting a worst case scenario into their realm.
You're creating a worry field.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if they're worrying, then guess what that's doing for them? You see, or even your own self.
It just creates more.
Yeah,
and it can create it right back to you.
Exactly.
Forget your friend.
And sometimes there's a reflection happening.
Sure.
If you've got a lot of it in your life and you're recognizing it, sometimes take a look at it and go, you know what? If I enjoy my life, if I start looking at the solutions instead of just the problems, then that's going to help others. So there you go.
All right. Well, folks, thanks for listening. Again, the show just buzzes right by.
It sure does.
And we invite you to go to our hour-long show. You can find out all about it on the website, bethandleemccain.com, Radio LOA. But until next week, have a wonderful week, and we'll see you then.
All right, bye.
Bye.